You didn't even call me on Monday on mock draft Monday.
Dude,
How so terrible are you?
Dude, I was
this man calls me.
Oh, we already started.
Hello, hello everyone.
Well, the whole league.
This is the AMLoB Podcast.
LJ, I am talking.
We got.
Oh my I'm so sorry. This needs to be addressed. This man calls me on a Saturday to hype me up on about a Monday and never calls me.
First of all, it wasn't a Saturday.
I feel like every ex of Emmons ever.
Oh,
all right. Can we? All right. Take it off the air. We'll be back in like 5 minutes when we start.
Let's get it going.
Kane already ruined my excitement. So go ahead and start this.
I'm sorry. I'm done.
All right. So we got Cade as a special guest, of course. So shout out to Cade. Caden, we got Cripps, we got Emmons, we got Bishop for the surprise appearance.
Special guest.
The Bish. So because I'm a special guest, can I say something real quick? Shout out to Devontae Adams. He's on the block. Someone hit me up, please. God, please, someone hit me up.
Right, well, LJ, this was also a bad idea allowing me and Caden on the same podcast. So me and Cade go back. Me and Cade go back about 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
College. I hear your size. I'm mad at you still until I know if you're retired or not.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
All right. Anyways, let's get this rolling, baby.
All right.
Who's the MC?
At everyone, Emmons.
Yeah, I did.
He did.
No, you didn't.
He did. I got the notification.
I didn't see it.
Don't be coming at me like this, LJ.
We're just gonna get this shit rolling. At number 1 are the Cleveland Browns. You know it's bad when I'm the one doing this. At number 1, we have the Cleveland
Cripps,
Browns.
You're bad at this. Let me take this. Let me take over here.
Emmons, you could suck an asshole.
Whoa.
Is it number
that'd be kind of challenging, to be honest. I mean, to suck it.
Right.
I mean, you were doing. You want Bishop? You can come on over right now.
That's like trying. That's like trying to suck a Wendy's Frosty through a straw. You ever tried that?
I got this.
It's very satisfying.
I got this. Is Corey Sort this thing or no?
So number 1, yes, that's Corey. So number 1,
Corey Sort is what I was asking. I don't think he did.
So
which is fine. Number 1. Oh, we just got it.
We have Poop, of course. Reigning Super Bowl champion, hasn't
played anybody yet, to be honest.
Bitches
said in the chat. I'm just saying what Bitches is thinking. I just had to put it out there for Bitches.
Nah, I'll say what I'm thinking later. Don't worry.
I like it. Bitches, how did you not put me in the top 10?
I had you at a solid 12 because it's the
all I'm saying is
I only went up to 11.
All right, go. So yeah,
I got you at 12.
So we
Poop's
have
usually number 1.
Poop at number 1, of course, reigning Super Bowl champion, hasn't lost this year, and I mean he's won pretty handily, and like
he's in Rodgers' head too. Like a lot of opponents seem to be.
Yeah.
Rodgers said today, "You're gonna beat me anyways."
Dang, admitting defeat before a game even starts.
Oh man, who does that?
So,
Cripps, can you stop crunching things over there before you speak, please?
That's not me.
Yeah. So
Corey's doing the dishes.
Corey. That's fucking Corey. Okay.
Man,
He's doing the dishes.
Corey, mute yourself.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. I apologize, guys. This has gotten out of hand. But
take control, LJ.
Okay. So Poop number 1. If I'm correct, it was unanimous. So he finally got his unanimous number 1 for the year.
He finally got my vote. Yeah.
It just took a little bit, but he finally got his unanimous number 1. But as we were saying, it's to be expected. Super Bowl champion, and he hasn't lost. And so I mean,
I agree.
He also has scored the most points in the league too.
Yeah.
Cripps with those next level stats coming at you.
He averages 2 more points per game than the next.
Was it necessary to tag everyone again, LJ?
I did. I I was in the process of actually doing. I went up and saw the at everyone after I did it again, so I apologize.
And he's also the top 6 scoring defense. So I mean he's doing what we all kind of thought he would.
Mine has him at number 7.
Yeah, same.
Crips
out here.
Crips was that with that good old fashioned Alabama education.
Wait, hold on. Are you telling me those incredibly expensive AirPods don't at least help you read well?
I am counting the. Okay.
Yeah. Disclaimer. Crips is the only one on this pod.
Bills is 2 at 158. Seahawks is 3. What?
I just had to make it clear.
Who's number 2?
That Crips is the only person on this podcast wearing AirPods right now. Hashtag privilege score up to 1,000.
Cineo is 3 at 163.
He just continues to talk.
4 at 177. Stuff is 5 at 181.
You know, Crips, this whole podcast stuff is supposed to be back and forth. Like,
honestly, I might be up there if it wasn't for all my pick sixes. Actually,
I mean, yeah, we're peasants, but we're still people.
Right.
Okay,
this is true.
Regardless of how you look at it,
I feel like
he's been very good on both sides of the ball.
I feel like me, Bitches, and Caden might get kicked off tonight, to be honest.
I'm just going to give my two. I feel like very good on each side of the ball is a little bit of an understatement. It sounds like absolute domination.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, poop again.
Man, I was supposed to be coward today. What the hell?
Todd.
Pook has done a great job this year. I mean, it doesn't look like he's slowing down, so we'll see exactly how that goes. Right now, he's the 1 seed, and he doesn't look like he's letting up. But then that leads us into the number 2 team that's trying to take that 1 seed from him, hoping that he loses at some point. We have Josh, who has definitely done a great job this season, as he's done the whole CFM. I mean, he only has 2 regular season losses to this point. So,
number 1 scoring defense. Just gonna.
Thanks, Crips.
Are you sure it's number 1?
So yeah.
I'm still sure that Pook's number 6 also.
Lies. You're a liar.
So, I mean, he's
Fun
definitely...
fact, I am 7th in defensive yards.
Damn.
Well, we never said you could struggle on defense, Emmons.
Well,
but
my scoring...
struggle to get wins.
Okay. Okay.
Whoa.
I think we're talking about me here.
Hey, Crips.
You're included in that.
You're on my level.
I was about to say.
You're on my level until you get a Super Bowl ring. You're with me.
All right.
They don't call me 19 points per game for nothing.
Hey, I think I might be worse than that, buddy.
Ooh.
The tank is real.
Okay. So we have of course,
you're not worse than him.
2, who definitely has done a great job again this season. Again, only 2 regular season losses. Number 1 scoring defense.
Hell yeah, brother.
Number 1 scoring defense, as Crips had said. So I'm
number
trying
1 pass defense.
It wasn't unanimous though.
But I mean, his defense has been. We'll get to that in a moment. But Vicious has his own top 10 that's separate from everyone else.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Vicious top 10 should be the top 10.
But
I mean, I guess getting to beat up on Scrubs for 60 or 16 games.
Whoa! Might as well just go in the chat and at JRO Jeff and the Jets, dude. Jesus.
Right.
I mean, all I'm saying is that LJ put the 3 of them as 3 of his 4 worst teams.
Hey LJ, when we do the year in review for AMLoB, make sure you clip that what Chris just said about our fine little lads over there in the AFC East. Have you ever thought about maybe Bitches is just that good that he tears them down mentally so they don't even want to play the game anymore? You ever think about that, Crips? You ever think about that?
Vicious is still part of the dominant top 5. I just think he's the worst of the 5.
Wow!
Oh my god!
Wow!
Okay, Crips.
All right, now
you know
Crips is turning into.
He is top
right, where's
5,
Dicey
top
and
10?
Connor? Where's Dicey
Now
and
you're below
Connor?
Raj. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I might have.
How about that?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Time out. Okay. Back on topic.
All right.
Back on topic.
I'm professional. I'm professional.
Back on topic. So,
hang on.
Josh at number 2. It wasn't unanimous. Bishes had him at number 3, or was it?
4.
Well, 4. Number 4. So,
okay,
it wasn't unanimous. We would love to hear Bish's reasoning for this.
We'll get to Bish's. We'll get to Bish's after we get to the end of the top 10 because I want to defend Bish's here.
Okay. All right. So that's cool with me. I can deal with that. So on to number 3.
I'm being silenced.
Number 3.
I'm defending you, Bish's. Okay.
Number 3, I believe, is
Daddy's here.
It's
Daddy. What do you mean?
Cineo is
number 3 is Cineo has done a phenomenal job with that team. I mean, in a very, very tough division, he's managed to only have one loss to this point.
Bish's isn't number 3?
No.
Cineo's number 3. Bish's is 4.
Oof. I put you at 3, Bish's.
I love you so much.
That's a grade A oof right there.
That's some Wumbo bias right there is what that is.
Okay, Crip. Put me at 5 because he's not a Wumbo?
Yeah. Yep.
Game of the week going on while the pod is going on. Oh man, we should commentate this.
Can we commentate
as soon as I saw that, is Vicious might have
crystal
it. I'm not watching the game now, but Vicious might have crystal balled it.
I like how Corey keeps trying to come back on the camera. I don't think he knows he's muted.
Right.
No, I know I'm muted.
There he is.
I know.
Want us to know that he's watching the
look at Corey. He's got the beard going. Show it off. Show it. Show your fine.
Look at that ceiling.
Look at it. Look at that guy.
Okay.
I forgot to send him his big board today. I'll have to do that in the morning tomorrow.
But yeah. So I mean, Cineo's done a great job this season. Definitely has done something special with Shaq Griffin
for sure.
21 sacks to this point.
Yeah, and I mean that's kind of what cheese blitzes will get you, but
whoa.
And there is
hot take from everybody.
Corey, they didn't even let me talk. They didn't let me talk.
We're gonna Bitches. It's a good idea. We're gonna get to you
call me
when the top 10's over. No, I said bitches.
Bitches.
I mean, you are my bitch, but that's not for the world to know, bitch.
Well, okay. So, all right. So, Cineo definitely has done his job. Has done well at getting the number 3. He's earned it.
That defense. Jokes aside, that defense is very good, and it's very tough to go against. I think. I watching enough of his streams, I think a lot of it is misconstrued. As I will actually defend this a little bit here.
You just called him out for cheese blitzes, and now he's
okay.
Backtracking.
Look at Cribs playing both sides.
All right.
I like to joke about shit. Okay,
the only issue I think any of us had with it was the hovering the user over the line of scrimmage.
It was the hovering, which he did. I think it was 3 or 4 times in a game. He's since corrected that, and he's still performing to that same level.
Of shit.
He corrected that, and he's still performing at that same level.
Yeah, his defense
speaks to his defense is very fucking good.
His defense is great, regardless of the hovering of the user over the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and I mean,
which is more what I was trying to get to before you interrupted me repeatedly.
Well, I mean, you called the man out for cheese and didn't elaborate, Crib, so you deserve to be cut off there.
It speaks to
again
his
very challenging.
It speaks to how good his defense is, because his offense isn't really that great as far as concerned. I mean, it's true.
Whew. We are.
Oh my god!
I mean, all I'm saying is the man has a top 10 scoring offense, and he scores how many more points per game than you?
That's fine.
Almost 2.5 more points per game than you do. I mean,
okay, all right. Wait, now we're throwing unnecessary shade at LJ. LJ never called himself a world.
I always throw shade at LJ. Have you never
LJ
been to one of
calls
these
himself
before?
middle tier, which is
Cribs. Jesus, way to beat a man down while he's already down on himself.
That's his own damn fault.
It's your fault. It's your fault. You want me to say maybe you didn't think about your effect that you have on him, Crips.
I can't wait till we get the Crips in this podcast.
Oh, dude, I'm taking Crips out of my top 10.
All right,
eat my Oreo.
but, I mean, he's done a great job with that team. I mean, as far as
You're beautiful, Caden.
As far as how he's handled, having to change his defense on the fly twice this season. Because remember the 3-4 multiple defense fiasco earlier in the season. So.
Which never fully got resolved for what it's worth. 260-pound Josh Sweat is still at defensive end. But
goodness gracious, Crips. But
Crips is why nobody Crips is nobody's favorite on this pod. That's why.
I know. I'm never anybody's favorite. I'm okay with that.
You're my favorite.
Don't lie to him, Caden.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Don't get my hopes up.
But
let me just accept
if anybody's wondering, Seahawks are up on the Jags 3-0.
Okay.
Ooh.
We got Josh coming out shotgun. Drew Lock is about to hike the ball here. I can tell you what he's running, but I'm not going to. Oh, he throws it to the out.
The only thing about this game I've noticed, dude, it was like 2nd and 10. He's in the red zone.
Dude. Me and Bitches should go on our own Go Hangouts call and announce this game. It would be the best thing that ever happened to AMLoB.
Bring me on.
Right tackle.
No, you be too much.
Killed him. He did a somersault backwards. It was bad.
Like, I'm down to do it with you, but it's either going to be me and Bitches or me and you, because the three of us would be like having Snoop Dogg on that hockey game last night.
Oh my god! I'm glad I wasn't the only one who saw that.
That was hilarious.
You tell me Snoop Dogg in a hockey game, I will watch it.
He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown Jaguars.
All right, so on the list of things not to do is don't press DJ Chark.
Yeah, that's not smart. But we had
the point if anybody's wondering.
We're at number 4.
I wasn't sure if you did or not, so thank you for filling in on that.
We're at number 4. So number 4 we have our very own Bitches.
My lad.
Come on, Crypt.
Yeah, Crypt.
Yeah, I had you at 5. I had you below Chan because Chan's
5.
in a tougher division.
Chan.
I mean, I agree with it. I agree with
it. To be fair though, Chan just got dicked by Austin.
To me, his schedule was slightly more impressive than yours.
Just got dicked.
He did.
That's fine.
And power rankings are also more about recent success.
Exactly.
And none of Bish's games recently have really impressed me.
But Bish hasn't lost since week 2.
And he also lost to a 4-6 team though.
Chan just got destroyed by guys who only.
And Josh just lost to him 2 weeks ago.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
So let's put Josh below me because he only won 2 games in a row, and I won 8 straight.
I still maintain that the top 4
to 5
in my opinion
are in their own guard.
In my opinion, you can't go out. You can't go out as a top 5 team and lose 30-7 or 33-7, whatever it is. You can't do it.
33-7.
I mean, you also put Chan in the top 5, so that I guess.
Well, because no one else.
I haven't even lost 33-7.
Right. I don't know how. Like, Bitches barely lost to Levi, who also beat Josh, and that was all the way back in week 2. And he's been destroying everybody since then. Given the talent isn't necessarily there. And Chan just, literally last week got destroyed by Austin. It wasn't even close. Chan was in the chat just talking about how much he was getting dicked, bent over.
Todd.
Don't worry, bitches.
He also
I gotta start.
His 2 games before that. He beat Cineo 23-6, and he beat Suff 41-3.
Suff is Suff.
What is unanimously the second toughest division
Suff is Suff
in the league?
Chan's also one of the most inconsistent users in this league.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
Me and Chan had this discussion heart to heart.
Okay.
I would actually say Suff is consistently inconsistent.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, we already know how Suff is.
If you're talking, I was going to say if you're talking about inconsistent users.
Don't worry, bitches. I got you. I got you, bitches.
But I'm just saying I had bitches at 5 because
you had me at 4.
You had him at 4.
I had my 4. Okay, I thought he had.
LJ doesn't even know his own rankings.
Go ahead, LJ.
Lower me.
Just fuel the machine even more.
My reasoning was because you played.
He's coming at you, bitches.
All right, LJ, I'm gonna give you.
Only has okay.
All right. No, I'm playing Falcons right now. I'll throw. I don't care.
Okay.
You about to make bitches? You're about to make bitches get drunk. You're about to make bitches get drunk and.
I got the 1792 right here.
All year. You've played one guy all year who currently has
I'm about to play
better
two.
than a 500 record.
I'm about to play two.
You're about to play the Falcons? Okay, so that's going to be your second opponent you've played all year with better than a 500
It's not my fault.
record.
My schedule's backloaded. I'm trying.
I just can't wait.
Committee. That's all.
I just can't wait for you to win the Super Bowl, bitches. And we look back at this moment, and they're all just like laughing at themselves.
I mean, if he
I'm gonna post this
down the stretch, then that is what it is. But up to this point, his most impressive win is a 49-point win over a one-win team. That's not very impressive.
That's right. They're just hating on you, bitches.
Impressive. Thank you very much. But
well, isn't Bitches just one loss compared to two in Chan? Doesn't Chan have two losses?
Okay, but we're talking about strength of schedule here, though, and we're talking about also timeout, and also timeout. Emmons, we're talking about a guy that had one user loss all season that he just got smacked by. So let's not sit here and act like Austin is what exactly.
But if you're like a legitimate top 5 user in this league, you generally don't get smacked.
Okay.
I mean, Bitches also lost by 21 points to Levi. So,
but Bitches is Bitches.
I've won 8 straight. What have I done since?
But okay, you played like 5 of your division games already.
Yeah. So is Falcons.
Team with above a 500 record. That's what you've done since.
Okay, but he also plays in the toughest division. We have not lost a game to the AFC East all year, with the exception of Connor losing the year.
Well, I'm trying to
who do you lose
right
to?
now.
Who do you lose to?
He lost the Bitches, but still, that's the whole
undefeated versus the NFC South.
Oh, dude, I really hope you sweep the NFC South now. This would be beautiful.
Not gonna lie, I'm low key rooting for it just because it would make this such a better moment. Even though that would suck for me.
Like everybody just hammering Bitches right now. He goes out and just takes the NFC South to Pound Town.
He goes 15-1 and looks at all of you like fucking bitches.
Bitches.
I'm just saying.
I might be bitches, but you my bitches.
All right, fine. I'll stream right now.
You gotta make me look better, Bitches. I'm trying to fight for you here, but
dude, I'm gonna stream this game.
Am I color commentating as Mel Kiper?
Todd,
go for it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
This has been a very
he said no.
4 or 5 days. Because Chan did come in at 5 almost.
Bitches, I love Chan with all my heart. You better not make me slander this man for no reason.
Dude, I'm about to get dicked on national television right now.
If you go out and lose the Falcons after I slandered Chan for no reason, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, well, you
didn't tell me you lost to Levi by 21.
Yeah, but how many weeks ago was that? That was how many weeks ago?
And
you still lost to Levi by 21.
Like I've said, the top 5, in my opinion, is the top 5. There's a cutoff after that that's everybody else, and you were within that, and it was very close for me.
You know, I think LJ's up there.
It was for me. It was LJ's kind of always. LJ is LJ. He's in his LJ tier. LJ's always in his own LJ tier. That's always how it is.
Yeah, but see, now you're backtracking because then you were trying to insult everybody outside of the top 5, and now LJ's got his own tier.
Well, that's always how I viewed it. If you listened to the damn podcast last week, which obviously you didn't, because you know
I was on the podcast last week. Thank you very much.
Apparently, you don't listen.
You know what? See, Hayden, Cripps comes out here with all these takes when he gets all hot and angry, and he starts spewing things.
Hey man, I hear the confidence spewing from those AirPods.
Because I said this shit last week.
Cade, shots on me.
Shots on me.
Oh my
Shout out,
dude! It started with not being able to count from 6 to 7, and
in my opinion, there's a little bit of a cutoff.
A tree at 138.
Okay, time out. Hold on.
He's still ranting over
there.
He's
trying to make a point. He go ahead, Cripps.
I think the top 5 is the top 5, and in my opinion, Vicious is in the top 5, and there's a cutoff there because of the consistency factor that everybody else, in my opinion, lacks to a degree.
Shit!
And
I don't know if I'll be able to stay on here while I stream.
He's trying to build you up now, bitches.
No, I'm trying to explain why I think between 4 and 5 it was a toss-up. I went back and forth.
He's so flustered
right
now.
On it. I'm really
right,
not. It was 4 and 5 that I ended up settling. Chan's strength of schedule.
It's the AirPods, Caden.
So basically, hold on. So basically, what you're saying is that you just need more proof.
I want to see it. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. I want to see it. I want to see him do it against a quality user. If he beats the Falcons tonight,
you hear that?
Then
you hear that,
he's
bitches?
easily.
You've never proven it.
If he beats the Falcons tonight, I would probably put him in the top 3.
I just heard off my stream. I'm liking it a lot. Jeez. Yes, the excuses
part of my
are coming
fucking voice cracks, but I
early
would
right now.
I would probably put him at 3.
And back to the thing about Austin only losing one user game, he also barely beat a 4-win team today. So
again, Emmons, we're not. You just went like 15-1 with the Lions, with the damn Bills like 2 seasons ago in VFL.
Well, and to be fair, this season I also took a fair
no,
the Dolphins.
Stop that.
All I'm hearing right now is that Emmons is tanking and he needs to get all his guys docked in dev. Is all I'm hearing.
Whoa, I made the 3-win rule. Thank you very much. I am above that.
All right.
Okay, so I mean, we're also if we're talking like anyone can lose to anyone in this league on a given day. Robert blew out.
Who said I was tanking? Well, I never called self an elite user, did I?
I'm saying anyone can beat anyone on a given day. Is what I'm saying.
Trying to use my words against me when I never called self an elite user.
You
see this, bitches? You see this, bitches?
Damn shame.
And also, to be fair, I never said I was tanking. I said I was trash. So where are you getting this from?
There is a difference.
I never said I was tanking. I said I was trash. I love that argument.
Right, like maybe I'm just bad. I mean, I do have a track record of being bad the last couple seasons. You know, I'm just saying.
True. The competition is tough here.
Yeah, maybe I'm just not cut out for it.
I mean, maybe let's be real. Maybe this NFC North is just that elite, and people just don't know it.
I mean,
we're all beating each other.
Throwback to my favorite game of all time, where I won a playoff game with a kicker. Though that was fun.
Oh my god, that game was beautiful.
That game was not beautiful. That game was cancer. Don't ever call that game beautiful again.
It was beautiful in the sense that you actually won the game. I didn't think you'd fucking win the game.
I was so pissed when I had an 80-yard halfback screen and he fumbles. I was so upset. Anyways,
I mean,
okay.
Anyways, let's move on to number 6 here.
Yeah, let's
move on to number 6.
Let's get to number 6. Okay. So number 6, we have
you, LJ. You're 6.
Oh well, y'all got it then.
In that case, let me step away.
LJ's a beautiful soul.
Vicious had him at the lowest. I think what LJ's done this year is impressive, given the DJ Moore crack cocaine suspension. But he's been pretty consistent this year outside of the division. I don't think you finally lost your first game outside of the division all year last week to D, who is consistently inconsistent, and that he'll beat someone good and then lose games he shouldn't lose to, which seems to be a trend with a lot of the middle-ish, like right outside like the 10 to 15 range guys in this league. But I mean, D's a good user. I mean, he's a solid user. He beat me last year.
A solid user. LJ's elite.
But my point is that like he beat you without.
I got him flustered again.
Without DJ Moore. Save for that one play at the end that led to DJ Moore getting suspended an extra game, but that's also beside the point.
Whoa, jeez. let's keep commission business.
Keep this PG.
Right, man.
Our kids on here.
No, but you've been very good this year, is my point. And I think I can confidently say right now you do have the inside track on the division, because all of us are the way that it looks. It's hard out to project, but I feel like just in my gut that you have the inside track on this division right now, which says a lot given the fact that all 4 of us are in the top 10. But
I kind of regret putting you in there now.
I know you do. But no, it's been very impressive what you've done this year, and doing it with that roster and everything, where you definitely have some inadequacies in the back end, is I think the nice way of putting it. But
wow.
I mean, you look at Dante Jackson's overall and what he is as a corner comparatively to a lot of other like number 1, number 2 corners. he doesn't necessarily stack up. But despite that, he wins anyway, and I think that's a big deal, and I think it shows how good of a user LJ is, whether he wants to call himself a middling user or not.
That was touching.
Oh God!
I don't know how you top that.
Someone else say something, please. This is awkward.
LJ's a beautiful soul. He's probably the most beautiful soul in any of these leagues. He's got some Super Bowls under his belt, something me and Cripps can't say.
Yeah.
Or Caden.
Yeah. I think he's going to win the division this year.
So Corey might win the division with one win. You never know.
No, I said LJ will win the division this year.
I still stand by what I said. Corey might win the division with one win this year.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Other than that, yeah, LJ's LJ. I think we've spoken about LJ enough on these podcasts over the last 2 cycles when he's like always consistently number 1. He makes the Panthers team beautiful. They're fun to watch. And I think that's about it.
See, when I think Panthers, I think LJ.
The same.
For Cam Newton.
Same. I do too. I think LJ is the face of that franchise.
Yeah. I think of LJ as the face of the franchise even more so than Ron Rivera for me.
Whenever I watch the Panthers, I see Ron Rivera. I just see LJ's face. I don't see Ron Rivera.
Yeah.
Whenever I see that Pepsi commercial where they ice the kicker, I think to myself, I say, LJ would never let the game come down to a kick.
but then I also
wait a minute.
Myself,
all right.
Anyways, LJ probably came up with that. Like
right.
LJ probably called the PR department at Pepsi and was like,
"You're ruining it. Don't ruin Kane's joke."
Spoil it. Spoil
it.
All right. Who's number 7?
Number 7 is the Falcons.
Ooh, the new lad.
Actually, no, that would be me at number 7.
Oh,
ooh,
I thought that's okay.
Not anymore. Not after I changed this.
All right. Well, Cripps definitely has Cripps has definitely done it.
Yeah, that's true.
Cripps definitely probably the most opinionated person on this pod is Cripps.
That's
excuse you.
But and besides Bishes in his like top 10 that he wants, that he just it's very interesting to say the least. But yeah, Cripps has done a great job this season. 7-3, tied for the division lead. And he always likes to reiterate to us every week when we're doing these that his only loss, that one of his 3 losses came to
Fair Sim
to
the Falcons.
Yeah, to the Falcons.
Funny story about that. He actually told me right before this podcast that he was going to bring it up.
Dude, he's brought it up to me about 5 different times.
True story.
Question, because I know season 1 was Cripps with the Saints. Has he won the division since Drew Brees retired?
He won it last year.
Oh,
are you saying that Drew Brees is the reason?
I think that's what Corey's trying to insinuate. Yeah,
I don't know. My take at this point on the season, looking at the quality of the teams, just from a roster standpoint, debatedly the 4th best team right now in the division.
Is me.
Oh, we have some hot takes over here.
Damn. The 4th best team in the division.
I think
you heard it here first, folks.
I mean, I swept Connor, so I don't think that's really a.
But
Connor's team is also a lesser team.
I had some complaints on you.
You had some complaints on me?
Mm-hmm.
Care to enlighten? Yeah. Enlighten?
Yeah. He asked me not to. He didn't want to be revealed, so we're going to keep it a secret.
No, okay, no.
Anonymous
Witness protection program.
I will be the first to admit that the first half of my schedule.
And notice how guilty Cripps sounded as soon as I brought it up. Mm-hmm.
No, actually, I don't. Okay, whatever.
It's the AirPods again, Caden. He's playing with them.
Those damn AirPods.
I will be the first to admit that the first half of my schedule is not all that impressive, and I lost games that I needed to win.
Mm-hmm.
That fair sim against the Falcons, I think, was big, but even then, losing.
Maybe
to
you would have
LJ,
lost anyways.
Losing to LJ, losing to Austin. They don't look great for my record. I admit that. Yeah.
I don't know who's watching the game of the week, but Cineo just got a huge interception inside the red zone right at the end of the second half, tied 10-10 with the nub.
The nub.
Did he pull it down with the nub hand?
It's too grainy to tell on the stream quality.
I got a question for you, Madden Gurus, because I've never done this before.
Yes.
I am changing teams in a league I'm in because I wasn't given the option to, and then how do I switch characters so I don't have to retire and rejoin?
You go to the retire option, and it should let you choose
Create a new character.
I'll create a new character. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Which one of you guys wants to be my coach?
Not me.
I gotta get my name out somehow. Go ahead and put me up there.
Caden Green. You want to be Asian?
Hey, not my government name.
Not my government name.
Oh, your government name's going out there. Don't worry. You're a team builder, Caden.
Ooh, I like that.
Actually, we're gonna go with Bish's name.
Well,
all right, like Tyler.
It's because I'm black.
In chat.
We're going Chris Green.
Okay.
50-50. I like it.
50-50.
I already have an LJ coach out there.
Oh wow! Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. We're 6-0 right now with you, LJ.
There we go. That's what I like to hear.
Oh, is that?
I'm telling you, face of the franchise. No, my coach in ASL. I don't know who my coach in ASL is. Might be me. I probably shouldn't be spewing my other league success. Kind of makes me look like I'm doing something in here.
No, but
I have the
with my underwhelming
ever elegant Frank Gallagher as my coach in ASL.
Yeah,
Frank Gallagher.
Coming in at number 8 is the Falcons, or number 7, depending on who you ask. In their items.
I don't know why you're calling. I didn't put him at. That was LJ who said he was 7th.
Who?
No, I know. I know. You said you were gonna move him below me, which would.
I was joking, Crips. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was trying to.
Josh fucking Allen, JFA, man, JFA.
I was trying to play into that, you cocksucker, and you just dropped.
I don't want to play into anything with you.
I put the Falcons up there. They're leading the division purely because they've played more division games at this point. But like we've talked about, the NFC South being what it is, that's still a pro for him. And then just coming into that tough division and performing well.
Yeah,
is enough for me to give him the nod.
He's been really impressive.
Ew, I switched to the Saints and this dude's running a 3-4. What the fuck? What the hell is this guy doing? Okay, interesting.
All right then, that's
not gonna stick.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Alex Anzalone's your edge rusher.
Oh my god.
Should trade Drew Brees.
He's retired already.
Well, trade somebody else that Chris is in love with.
No, I can't.
Thomas. You got to trade Michael Thomas.
Yo, God, no. I like him. This is like the only elite team I have in any league of it.
Excuse you. Who are you in the VFL?
Oh, that's true. I am the Buffalo Bobs.
The Bobs.
The Bobs. Well, you made that team to elite status, though.
Thank you. They are my child.
I'm just saying, one was our 2-for-2 turning.
Dude, we should compare and contrast regular season records in VFL and AMLoB with the Bills. I mean, Bills most OP Madden team in Madden.
I'm not disagreeing.
I know, Dave. Yeah, I know, man. You're gonna look at maybe like 10 total combined regular season losses. So, anyways, we gotta finish on this top Falcons. 10. So someone get someone.
Or does anyone else have anything to say about the Falcons?
I thought we already talked about the Falcons.
Well, Corey talked about the Falcons, and I talked about the Falcons, but no one else.
So I think we're good. We don't all have to talk about the Falcons.
Okay.
We got a lot of
they play in a dome. How do they play on the road? I don't know.
Coming in at number 9, we have Suff with his cards.
Stuff's weird.
He's inconsistent. He
can be really good.
He can be really good, but then he also can lose games.
Marshawn Lattimore is hurt. What the fuck?
Ooh. Well, aside from Marshawn Lattimore being hurt in another league, Suff can go from losing to beating Austin 35-7, and then 2 weeks later losing 41-3 to Chan, who also got blown out by Austin. Like, that's just how. I mean, he also beat Chan 28-27 earlier in the season when they played. I mean, it's just he's inconsistent, and he usually will play pretty well, but he has games sometimes where he just drops the ball. In terms of like the consistency aspect, his guys might actually drop passes too. I don't fucking know, but he doesn't always play up to the standard of what he's built that team to be.
User strip inside the red zone by Senio.
Oh, that's what you take. That's what you think of
tough.
Stuff at number 8, huh?
I don't know. Stuff is
or number 9.
It's a good user. Tough division, but like we've said before, he will throttle somebody and then get throttled.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he hasn't made a lot of noise in the playoffs yet, which kind of circling back to Bishes, that's one of the edges that I give Bishes over Chan is Bishes has been consistent with a less talented roster.
Where was Corey when I needed him?
He's made the roster.
Where was Corey when I needed him?
Whereas the Rams are kind of like the Saints and the Eagles. They're one of those best teams at stock rosters.
And he has one more loss than Bishes.
And coming in, rounding out the top 10.
No comment.
The first time in AMLoB history, we have all 10 members of one division, all 4 members of one division in the top 10, and that would be Connor rounding out the top 10.
You know, before we get involved in another Wumbo lad, which is I can't believe he didn't even mention 2 Wumbos being in the top 10. Just criminal. Second of all,
3 Wumbos are in the top 10. What are you talking about?
3 Wumbo. What?
Connor's in the top 10. Oh wait, no, you're not in the top 10. Never mind.
I'm
God!
4 and 7.
Oh
Crips.
my God!
With the shot. No.
To the neck.
Crips only feels comfortable taking shots at me when I'm tanking. It's okay.
Connor
no,
in top 10.
Only part time. Okay.
He can only take the shots when I'm tanking. It's okay. We'll let him get his confidence up a little bit.
I mean, this is the only. We all agree this is the league with real competition, and it's the only league where you can't consistently succeed.
So when I did try, I did go 14-2. Just saying.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah,
And got the 1 seed over you.
Down the drain.
Ooh.
Who was the 2 seed when I actually tried? Yeah, it was you. I was the 1 seed.
What top 10 are we looking at?
Look at this. What do you say, Corey?
Oh, never mind. I was looking at the prior top 10. I was saying Isaiah didn't make it in top 10 over.
Nope,
didn't look like it.
Connor didn't.
Well, shout out to Isaiah as well. He's having a great season right now.
Yeah, Isaiah has definitely been doing the thing.
Isaiah said he didn't deserve it, so that's why I put Connor above him.
And for what it's worth, too, Roger almost made it in the top 10 off of Bishop's ranking alone, because none of us had him above 11 except Bishop, who had him at 7. And speaking of, I think you were trying to segue in before we get into another Wumbo that you wanted Vicious to go over his top 10, I'm guessing, is what you were trying to segue into?
Yes.
Why don't we have Vicious go over his top 10 and we can finish off with Connor?
I would, but I'm too busy dicking down the Falcons right now.
All right, I'll help you out. You had yourself at number 2.
Yeah, I'm proving it right now.
Oh, okay. Is that all you have to say about that? You have yourself above Josh and Cineo? Is that all you have to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, honestly, 8-game win streak versus 2 games. Like, he just lost to the guy that I lost to earlier. Like, power rankings should not be for the whole season unless it's end of season ranking. I don't know why we have, like, guys that have been more inconsistent, like, above me.
For what it's worth, I had Josh at number 1. last week I was the only one that had him at number 1. So, I'm just putting that out there. He did drop in my rankings.
I mean, I would hope so.
I was the only one whose rankings he dropped in. Everyone else kept him consistent. So,
well, that's because I didn't put him above Pook.
Right.
I don't know if I did right.
I'm saying no one else dropped him for his loss against Levi. This is what I'm saying.
I'm just saying I don't know if I did.
Except Bishus. Bishus did drop him for his loss against Levi. But 3 of y'all didn't. Number 3, you had Cineo, which is pretty consistent. You had Josh at 4, which I think you've explained that you dropped him because of his loss. At number 5, you had Chan. Okay. Number 6. I think the real hot take was Roger at 7. Was your big hot take?
Hell yeah, brother.
So,
hell yeah, brother.
So to Roger's credit, I'll jump in on that. His losses are very quality losses.
But who
are very quality.
To his logic, he has also not beat a team with more than a 500 record all season.
But on the flip side, the best team he's beaten is 5-5, and he has 2 of those wins. Every other loss is to a low win count team. Yeah, which was my reasoning for leaving him lower. I'll take no quality wins.
I'm not
over
saying your guys'
reasoning
losses is wrong. I'm just saying for me, he's on a 6-game win streak. Like, how are we just going to ignore that, though?
Because he hasn't beaten anybody.
That was one of those dubs. I can attest to that.
Yeah, you hear that, Cade? You're nobody. You're nobody.
I am nobody.
Hey, Cade.
You don't even got a 500 record.
Hey, Caden. Nobody here.
No, my thing was what Roger has done this year. I very much kind of liken to what especially the first part of the Texans win streak, like IRL, when they'd won like 6 games in a row, and a lot of people looked at it and was like, "This has got to be the ugliest 6-game win streak I think I've ever seen." Looking at the record, I don't think it's that far, but it's similar in my mind that he really hasn't beaten anybody on that 6-game win streak. So, like, yes, he's won, but being as talented of a user as he is, I would have expected him to win all those games anyway. And so he hasn't really had any impressive wins in that regard to me. And that's why I had him where I did.
Yeah, and I don't remember the scores exactly, but I'm not sure if he's even competed in the losses that he does have. Granted, they are very good teams.
He had
I think the 2 it was Pook, Bishus,
12-point loss to Pook, a 29-point loss to Bishus, and a
what?
17
to who? To who?
To Bishus.
Hang on, can you say that louder, please?
I don't think the people in the back heard you.
To your bitch.
Whoa! Okay, thank you.
That's true. It's true.
And a 17-point loss to Josh. I am mistaken. I will admit I was mistaken. I missed that when going through on his schedule earlier.
Wow.
I admit I was wrong. I thought his only win above a 500 team was against Connor. I missed that.
Wow. The truth comes out.
This coming into consideration?
Look at what happens when you look at
when you look at things.
Quick.
This coming into consideration,
That's a linebacker with 66 speed.
Bishus is already highlighting it. He knows what I'm about to do.
I'm not even on it right now.
Your
I'm
little box
proving
was highlighting where you were highlighting where I had you at number 5, and it looked like you were anticipating me moving you to 4, which is what I just did.
I think Bishus is playing his game right now.
No, I will show you this. He's literally hovering over my.
I mean, he could have just left it there.
Open.
Right.
I think. I think
it's okay, Chris.
I think he left it open. I just thought
that's about like Suff is like waiting for me to vote on a trade, and I've just left the tab open and gone back to work.
Yeah. No, I just thought it was funny that was the space that he had it left on because I was going to move him. I just went to move him before because
to be honest, I'll do that too. I'll like pull it up. I'll like pull it up and then I'll go do something else and completely forget to go back to it. So my thing will be highlighted.
I leave tabs open overnight.
Yeah. So point being, I did just move Bishus to 4 because I did not realize he had that win over Roger, which is an impressive win. The way that he completely dicked him down.
Oh yeah, brother.
So
brother.
Chan, I love you, but
look at these moves. Now, does this change the official ranking?
No, because Vicious was already 3 anyway.
Vicious. What? We have had Vicious at 4.
Yeah, or Vicious was 4 anyway. Sorry,
Senio was 3.
Yeah, he's still behind Senio by 0.2.
I tried, buddy.
It's all right.
This is me. This is me admitting I was wrong.
I sure hope so.
I don't do it often, so I'm not saying it again.
Can you say it again for the people in the back, please?
They didn't hear you.
Shut the fuck up. You know what? They should have been listening. Isaiah, I'm just kind of spin through this for a couple minutes while we're finishing this up.
Isaiah, spin on through it, eh?
Isaiah finished at 11. Austin.
Hell yeah, Isaiah.
And actually,
Roger tied at 11.
Roger and Isaiah tied at 11, and Austin was 13th. This is kind of hard because it's not sorted. Cough, cough. Bob's your uncle.
That's what she said.
I believe
Drew Lock just got smoked.
14th was Snippy. And then 15th was D, is I believe how the top 15 rounds out. Now we do have a special guest on tonight who wanted to talk about his team.
Hello.
Oh no, I was asked, but okay.
Oh man,
I said it was pretty standard to what we do, and you were like, okay.
Damn, Crib's trying to put Kate on the spot. Like, yeah,
I was roofied before any of this even happened.
Oh my god, no!
Just grabbed him by the horse collar and dragged him into the pod room.
Damn.
Definitely.
I said, you're coming to this shit, bitch.
Yeah, he said Caden wants to be on this, and Caden's like, don't make me.
We sat there for a second. I was like, this seems like a good idea. I was just kind of, whatever, and then he's just like, hey, I invited you. Okay, here I come.
All right. I think this is what I'm supposed to do.
I said you had an invite. I didn't say you had to take it.
This is very true. I'm a follower. What can I say?
Okay. Well, if you would like the
did you see that?
to talk about your team,
I'm
you can
checking
have
my
it.
depth chart right now. I did not see it.
You're a bitch.
Oh,
man.
All I gotta say is next year if I get about 2 good O linemen, I'm Tuthill out here, rushing record. I'm saying it. He's rushing record.
He's competing. He's gonna be competing with Ronald Dyer. You better watch out, bro.
Who is Ronald Dyer? That's the real question.
Don't make me bring that clip of him returning that kick on you with that spin move.
That's fine.
John.
That's all fine and dandy. If I'm not mistaken, Tuthill ran for like 180 on you.
Did he score a touchdown though?
It didn't need to. We still got the dub.
Mm-hmm. Did he score a touchdown though?
We still got the dub.
Insert tanking gif.
Game of the week update. Second down. Senio throws so Drew Lock takes off running on a PA dig to the weak side, gets hit sticked, fumbles. Senio recovers up 7 inside the 35-yard line. Second down, Senio throws a comeback. Jalen Ramsey, he gets a user strip, and there's a dog pile for the ball with like 6 Jags. He can't recover it.
Oh my God! Josh, you want to return a kick?
Senio recovers his own fumble. Very next play, Josh user strips him again, and the Seahawks recover again.
Just joined?
Huh?
Someone just joined. I heard like the little joining.
That would be that. I accidentally left. I was trying to pull the stream up.
I wonder why I was so quiet.
Josh has every right to be super tilted in this game.
Wait, so what happened after the comeback?
He's about to score a touchdown right now, though. He just scored a touchdown.
You cut out when you were saying about the comeback.
Drew Lock fumbles running inside his own 35. On second down, Senio throws a comeback. He user strips the ball, and there's a dog pile animation, and the Seahawks recover it. And then the very next play, he user strips it again, and a Seahawks O-line recovers it again. So he gets a field goal attempt on fourth down when he should have turned it over twice.
Josh just scored a touchdown to make it 20-17.
Yeah,
with 3 minutes left.
Yeah. I've got it up on my PC now.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Tough. He doesn't win this.
Oh God.
That kick return. Oh my God, he's not going down.
Oh my God.
God, no!
What?
No!
There's
a
flag.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is that shit?
Dude, guys, that's what happened to me versus Chan. That's exactly what happened to me versus Chan. Except there was no flag. Except there was no flag.
Jackson, that shit too.
There was no flag against me and Chan. That's what happened to me.
Yeah. I would be so tilted.
Dude, I was so fucking pissed. That's what's driven me into a 2-year tank.
I feel like I should DM Josh right now.
Sounds like a lot of excuses.
I'm sorry.
You know, we're gonna go with that, Caden.
Corey said he should DM Josh right now and be like, "I'm sorry."
Sorry. Please say from all of us on the pod right now, I'm sincerely sorry.
Oh my god, he is getting worked by EA so hard.
Are we about to see a 2-game losing streak for the Jacksonville Jaguars?
He won last week.
He won last week.
He did? Okay.
It will be 2 out of 3, though.
2 out of 3. Are we about to see a less than 15-1 season out of the Jacksonville Jaguars? Might be a better question.
Is the dynasty over? Find out next time on AMLoB Podcast.
Podcast?
The Pop.
The popcorn?
Yeah, the Popcast.
Sorry, I'm too
soda pop.
Popcorn.
Hey, we got the Pulpcast.
I'm too focused on making the NFC South look like the AFC East. Sorry.
What's the score right now, Vicious?
29-7.
Oh. Okay. Another top 10 win right there.
I've been saying my hot take for the Jags is losing Bouye and Telvin, plus players like Campbell falling off the team. That's gonna be what brings Josh back to.
Yeah, but he's loaded up on some picks with that, especially from Robert. Going to be a nice little high end second round pick.
Yeah,
it's still one of those things that like you never draft a guy that's 88 all athleticism and 80 plus zone and man coverage.
Drafted guys can also still play better than guys like that in this game.
I mean, my thing with it is like, even if, he falls off a little bit, you're still talking about, 12, 13 wins, and he wins the division anyway? Like,
right. I don't think he's going to lose this division ever.
I think he which says something considering that there are 3 solid users, in that league.
Question mark?
Question mark?
In that division.
Save that hot take next week.
At least he didn't call them scrubs like the AFC East. Jesus.
I mean, I don't think any of my point. I don't think any of.
Yeah, you missed that, Corey. He called everybody in the AFC East scrubs. He might as well just added them all in the chat.
I don't.
He used the words. He had a Roger moment. Hey, he had a Roger moment.
I'm taking shots at Falcons right now. It's a good game. It's just unfortunate. Like
he had a Roger moment where he got upset and he called people some scrubs.
Ooh. Cineo hits the spin move on the
at least
the game-winning first down.
They have a combined 3 wins between them. They've got like 5 wins.
At least Cripps didn't threaten to not help somebody in the hospital.
Damn, you're right.
Like Raj. Also, Roger's choices of emojis are interesting.
That's for next week.
It's a combined 4 wins now.
Bitch are gonna have a. Me and Bitch are gonna have an emoji. Oh.
What happened?
Senor just scored a touchdown.
I'm confused why he didn't kneel the ball.
Yeah, I also agree with that.
Emmons, unfortunate news.
I have a feeling there's going to be a pending complaint to the commissions.
Yep, and our job actually starts and stuff.
I mean, I guess we'll discuss it when we're off air.
We actually have to do things, guys.
Emmons, I have some unfortunate news, man. So I'm in practice, and
you're
currently,
I'm sorry.
Yes, but last night. Unfortunate news. My running back, after hurdling over a player, his ankle does a 720, and then his whole entire leg does also a 720 while falling to the ground.
He's okay though.
He did get up fine, but I'm gonna send him to the tent.
DJ Chark is a fucking goon. Dear God.
That's going to be an interesting conversation. So anyways, LJ, sign us out since we have dead air now.
Yeah. Thank everybody that was watching the podcast. This was probably one of the more entertaining ones we've had.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
On here.
I do what I can do.
No problem.
But
yeah.
So we appreciate everybody that was watching.
You might as well just at me, LJ, next time. It's okay.
We appreciate everyone that was watching. My goodness. But we appreciate everybody that was watching.
No flag there? Jeez.
Yeah. So y'all have a great night, AMLoB.
You too.
Have a good one, everybody.